everybody, it's me, Blanche. Welcome to Feast in the Middle East. I know this is really spontaneous. I need to see some thumbs up from whomever is going to join. The more thumbs up I get, maybe I'll stick around. I thought it would be fun to do a Halloween special. I just got out of a Zumba class. Yay, I see a thumbs up. I just got out of a Halloween Zumba class, so we all dressed up and we danced for about an hour. Yay, more thumbs up. And the reason why I wanted to do a Halloween special was because I thought it would be important to reach out to you guys and sort of tell you about my findings about Halloween candy and what you can substitute to make your Halloween the best it can be without poisoning your insides, okay? So this is kind of, yay, all these thumbs up. I love you guys so much. So yeah, excuse my Audrey Hepburn costume right now. I tried not to sweat too much in my Zumba class today, but you know, try to wipe off what I could. I am a little bit disheveled right now. So what I'm gonna do is talk to you about Halloween and how I'm going to handle Halloween for myself and for my kids. So Halloween, here's a discovery that I made that kind of pissed me off actually, and I want to share it with you guys. So, you know, when you're going down the aisles and you're shopping for Halloween candy, you might notice like Twix is like one of my favorites. I don't know how many of you guys like Twix or Kit Kat or Reese's Peanut Butter Cups or any of those candies that we see all the time. But what they do is they now have this, it says partially produced with genetic engineering. Okay, do you guys know what that means? That means this is a GMO candy bar. What does a GMO candy bar mean? Well, as far as the ingredients go in the candy bar are corn syrup and soy lecithin. Those are two big ingredients in this candy bar. And as far as most of our corn and soy in this country is GMO, which means Monsanto Roundup, which is a chemical pesticide, is built inside the seed of these plants. So even you don't have to add extra pesticide because the pesticide is inside the cell, it's inside the seed of these plants. So that means this Twix bar has probably Monsanto Roundup in it or glyphosate in it, right? I know, GMO candy bar, it sucks, Shadia. And so I just noticed that this year, thanks to the state of Vermont, shout out to my Vermont homies, which required GMO labeling. So now, yes, finally able to do a live video. So now I'm just like, you know what, this really sucks, you know, because I don't want to give my kids this. And I know they're going to be excited about it. So I'm like, well, what kind of alternatives can I provide for them so that they don't miss the candy? Well, there's plenty of good candy out there. It's just that it doesn't have to be GMO candy. So I'm gonna start with the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. So Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are like my favorite candy of all. And I do make homemade Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. But Trader Joe's actually makes, and I'm not sponsored by Trader Joe's, guys. Trader Joe's not giving me a dime of the money. They make killer peanut butter cups without the GMO ingredients because they are pretty much GMO free from what I've gathered in my research. And they have two kinds. So they have like bigger kinds like this size of peanut butter cups, and then they have the mini kind, which is a lot smaller. So these are nice for like little bites. And they also have, what's fun, are these Belgian chocolate pumpkins. Now these are rocking. You know why? Because they're made in Belgium, and Belgium does not have a GMO crappy candy there as of yet. But these are killer because some of them can be yours and some of them can be their kits for the kids. So they have vanilla cream, coffee ganache, crispy milk chocolate cream, dark chocolate, salted caramel. Hello, that's my jam. So like, look how cute these pumpkins are, and they come in all colors. So the salted caramel is my favorite. But you know, I let the kids eat from these. So what I'm planning to do, and I'll let you know if my plan has succeeded or failed. When they come home with all this GMO candy, I'm probably gonna throw a lot of it away while they're sleeping. I know that sounds evil, but I don't care because I don't want them to get poisoned. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give them a lot of these pumpkins so they don't complain, along with the Reese's that I've shown you. I also, I made a video last week about brownies, paleo brownies. So I always have these on hand for me. So this is what I'm going to eat before I go trick-or-treating to kind of fill me up on chocolate and keep me satisfied. So when they go trick-or-treating, I'm not tempted to eat the GMO candies. So this recipe, if you guys want to check it out, was published last week in my channel. You could just look down below. I also do a killer chocolate bark. So my friend gave me some 99% chocolate from Spain. So what I did was I decided to melt it down and add some coconut cream along with nut butter. So the nut butter I chose was sunflower seed butter. And so I melted it over a stove and I poured it on parchment paper like this. And I put it in my freezer, and it makes a great candy bar. And I can cut it in as big or small pieces as I want. I could add coconut to it, I could add nuts to it. I pretty much can add anything I want to it to customize it. The kids like it plain, but look, I mean, I can cut it that you could see they've already been hacking into it in the corner. So that makes another great candy option. If you want GMO free candy, I suggest you shop, you could shop online at Thrive. Hold on, guys, I forgot the lollipops. That's what I want to show you. Just like 2 seconds, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't want to be the, thanks guys. So I don't want to be the crummy mom that doesn't let their kids have sugar. I mean, all kids want to have sugar, right? So these are pretty cool, this Wholesome brand. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of these people I'm talking about. I'm just sharing with you my finds from my research, what I find will work for my family because I don't want to poison them. That looks so oh yeah, I'm Audrey Hepburn for Halloween. I just got out of a Zumba class, Tony. That's why I'm still dressed up like this. It was a costume Zumba class, so it was really fun. But I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna, I just had this thought in my head to do this live video. I know it's super spontaneous, but I'm like, I just rushed out of the Zumba class. I'm like, you know what, I wanna talk to my peeps on YouTube and share with them all my Halloween candy, my healthy Halloween candy finds. Okay, so these Wholesome lollipops come in several flavors. They come in Wicked Watermelon and Eerie Orange. And so they're made with real sugar. But what makes these so awesome compared to like the standard lollipops or other candies you're gonna get this Halloween is that there are only a few ingredients. So organic cane sugar, organic tapioca sugar, citric acid, and color added from organic fruit juice. So it doesn't get better than that. See, the problem with a lot of American hard candies is that they have like FD&C yellow, blue, green, like these really horrid artificial colors that aren't even legal in other countries. They also have high fructose corn syrup, which is different. Corn syrup is metabolized in the liver. It's not metabolized by the body like sugar is. So while sugar, you can burn it off, when you eat high fructose corn syrup too much, you start seeing children getting those like the side love handles, which children should not get, because it just isn't metabolized properly, and that's where the love handles come from. The love handles come from high fructose corn syrup. So we don't want that for us or for our kids, and so that's why I stick to like organic lollipops made with organic sugar and organic ingredients. So that's pretty it. So just to do a recap for those who are late. These candy bars that have always been my favorite say partially hydrogenated with genetic engineering, and that explains why these candies just don't taste. You guys reach out to me. I mean, do these taste the same to you as they did in your childhood? Because for me, they don't. They just don't taste the same. Whether it's Twix or Kit Kat or any of those candies, they just don't have the same flavor that they did when I was a kid. And that's because they jacked up the ingredients. And I want to reach out to these companies and say, hey, I like you. I like Twix. I like Kit Kat. I like all you guys. But why did you have to jack up your recipe and put genetically modified ingredients in it? That's not cool. It should just have, you know, cocoa butter, sugar, the standards. So remember, Trader Joe's sells some. Okay, Halloween isn't a huge deal here, but I always pick up a variety of vegan candy from the shop or just make my own. Yes, Russell, I love you. Russell's awesome. Russell is a chef. He's in the UK, and Halloween isn't really big over there. But vegan candy is actually the way to go if you can find vegan candy. Unfortunately, here in the States, we can't find vegan candy that much. But if you can make it, or maybe the UK, Russell, if you have any sites that you recommend, if there are any UK places where we can order it online. Here in the United States, I like to order from Thrive Market. Thrive Market is awesome because their CEO said specifically, I will not allow GMO products in my market. And if he notices any company that promises to be organic, but they're really not, then he cuts off relationship with them and doesn't stock Thrive Market with their products anymore. So he really takes organics very seriously, far more seriously than Whole Foods. I don't even trust Whole Foods anymore, which really sucks because that used to be like my go-to place for organics. Forget about it. It's not happening. It's not about Whole Foods. So I go to Thrive Market. I go to Trader Joe's because Trader Joe's seems to have less toxic ingredients. So like these wholesome lollipops are awesome, as well as these pumpkins, these Belgian pumpkins from Trader Joe's, which I'm going to bribe my kids with after I throw away a lot of their high fructose corn syrup candies. I know I sound so evil, guys. They're going to thank me later when they grow up, honestly, when their teeth aren't rotted out. Again, my brownies, check out my brownie recipe, guys. And you know what? I am going to be practicing intermittent fasting if you want to join me. On Halloween, when I'm trick-or-treating with the kids, I'm not eating any of that stuff. I'm gonna eat my normal meals, which I enjoy. I'm gonna follow it with a dessert of my brownie, my paleo brownie, maybe with some salted caramel yogurt or something like that. And I'm gonna be good to go. Maybe I'll have like a mug of like coffee or tea that I'm gonna enjoy as I walk around. But that's what I'm gonna do to get through Halloween. I'll add some links later. Yes, thank you, Russell. If Russell can provide some links that have international shipping to the UK for my UK viewers, I will provide them in the description below. So if he sends them to me, I'll provide links below to the places that I've recommended and the candies that I recommend too. And if any of you are watching live, tell me if you have anything that you like. Oh, you have a question? Yes, please give me a question about GMOs. I'd be happy to answer because I've done extensive research. So if you have any questions about GMO, about the candy in our food supply, please lay them on me right now. I'm just gonna stick around here for 5 minutes before my next, I have to go to my next job here in a second, but I just wanted to share that with you. I actually was going to also do some videos on intermittent fasting during the holidays because as most Americans know, as we approach Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas, a lot of people pack on the pounds in these couple of months and they have a hell of a time taking it off in January. So I'm going to do some, okay, if anything isn't labeled GMO, is it GMO? So yeah, I'm going to do some intermittent fasting videos. If you guys give me a comment or a like or a heads up on if that's something that you want, please let me know and I'll be happy to do some videos on how to get through the holidays while intermittent fasting and how to keep slim during the holidays. Now, Shadi had an excellent question. If a product does not say it's GMO, does that mean it could be still GMO? The answer is yes. Okay, this is the problem. Before President Obama signed off as president, he signed what's called the DARK Act, which means deny Americans' right to know, which means deny Americans' right to know what is in your food. Because it looks like big companies, whether Monsanto or like those big companies that handle our food, thank you, Bedros, nice to meet you. In Lebanon. Wow, I'm getting shout outs from Lebanon. So anyway, so when Obama signed the DARK Act, that meant that we don't know what's in our food and it's terrible. Let's see, are there any heavy carb? Yeah, I'll just let you know about substitutes. So yes, that very well could mean just because it's not labeled, yes, it could have GMOs. And the keywords to look for are high fructose corn syrup, because 100% of the time that is GMO. Soy lecithin, that's usually GMO. What else can we look for that's usually GMO? Canola oil. Anything that has canola oil, probably GMO. I mean, 90% of those things are going to have GMO. So it's really important to read your labels to find out what's in there. What's up? Nice. So I would just look for corn, canola, and high fructose corn syrup. You see these three ingredients, likely it's GMO. Now, Trader Joe's does have better substitutes for a lot of the traditional things, like the peanut butter cups, like I mentioned. If you're super craving carbs, I really highly recommend my brownie recipe because it's sweet and satisfying. It has good fats from the nut butter, so it tastes rich, it tastes like the real deal. It has a little bit of sugar just to get you through, and you won't feel as ravenous for sugar. For me, what also works is intermittent fasting since I started it, meaning that I don't eat a single thing between dinner and breakfast the next day. Because I do that, it actually decreases your sugar cravings. I swear it works. And if you want to know more about it, what's up, Freddie? If you want to know more about intermittent fasting, I have a whole playlist of videos about intermittent fasting to get you guys charged and revved up for the holidays so that you don't succumb to all the treats. Now, hey guys, I eat treats just like the next person. I'm a chocoholic from hell. Like, I can't stop eating chocolate for the life of me. And I'm not the type of person to like totally shun all treats. I eat my treats, I just eat them in a smaller window of time through my intermittent fasting window. And I found that that works for me. So do what works for you. But I just want to arm you with the tools that you need to be successful. So with that, do you guys have any other questions or concerns? I will be having some more Middle Eastern recipes posted. There's some transition issues I'm dealing here with staff, our production crew. Some of them are finding high-tech jobs to survive here in Silicon Valley. So I'm struggling to get, the videos that I want to get out to you in a manner in which, in a timely manner. But I'm going to try my best, guys, because I don't want to let you down. And I really appreciate your support. So I'm going to try my best to get those videos out in November. I'm going to have a couple of really fun recipes that are Middle Eastern for you guys. Please please say it in English, Freddie. I don't know. I can't read that. Yes, if you have any recipe ideas, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to inform us about Informer. Yes, Shadia, it is my pleasure. I mean, whenever I learn of any like food facts that I want to share with you guys, I deeply care about you guys. You're like my extended family. It's not just about my family and what's good for my family and me, but it's about you guys too. And if I can share it with you, it makes me feel better that more people know about the toxic ingredients that they're sticking in our stuff. It makes us mad, as if we ever Russell, you're a sweetheart. I know, I feel this like complete responsibility to the audience. Like, I never want to let them down. I want to share with them the best recipes. And I still get haters. Like, haters are always going to be out there. But you know what? I know that the majority of people out there are pretty awesome, and that's what keeps me going. Because I just, YouTube has been a great avenue for me to kind of not wait for any gatekeepers of any kind. It's a way for me to communicate directly with you and share my favorite recipes, my favorite ingredients, the healthy things that keep us, away from diseases. And no one wants disease. How about not celebrating Halloween and save all the hassle? I know, right? Unfortunately, with my kids, I will not get the Mom of the Year award with them if I don't celebrate Halloween. I mean, Halloween should be celebrated if you want to, but you can just, weed out through the garbage and just get what you like out of the deal. There's no reason to not enjoy Halloween. Just arm yourself with the knowledge that you need. And now that I know that this has GMOs in it, when we go trick-or-treating with the kids, I'm not going to feel like, oh, I'm giving up on candy, this kind of sucks, I'm really sacrificed. I don't feel like I'm sacrificing anything. Now when we're out trick-or-treating, I'm like, I'm not going to put that in my body. I mean, I don't want this in my body anymore. It's easy to resist temptation now. I'm not tempted anymore, right? I hope you guys feel the same way, right? You don't want to poison your body with glyphosate and Monsanto Roundup and put this in your body. There was a dessert hummus on an episode of Shark Tank. Is sweet hummus any good? That's a great question. I actually saw that and I was cracking up when I saw that, like sweet hummus. Here's the deal with sweet hummus. I'm not a fan of sweet hummus, but chickpeas are super versatile in that you can make them sweet. So what I did was, once I made a deep dish cookie where I took chickpeas and I put it in the blender with sugar and coconut butter, a little bit of butter, and it was applesauce and chocolate chips. And when you whirl it in the blender, it almost makes like a cookie batter. And I put it in a sheet, and I baked it in the oven with all that chocolate. So when you add chocolate and sugar to something, it makes everything taste better. But because chickpeas don't have a very strong flavor, it actually worked out really well, and I tricked the whole family into eating it, and they enjoyed it. And I thought, I haven't made that in a couple of years, actually. It just gave me the idea to do that. But I'm not into like sweet hummus because I'm not even into sweet dips, but if you use garbanzo beans in place of like refined flour, it actually does make a decent cookie. I do have to admit, and I know that I'm going to sound kooky for saying that, but it actually works better than black beans because some people come up with black bean brownies, and I think they don't taste very good. And I've tried making black bean brownies and beet brownies. I had to throw beet brownies in the trash. They were disgusting. And so that's why I came up with the sweet wheat is better. I've never heard of sweet wheat. And I need to look that up. I've never heard of sweet wheat. But yeah, I'm not doing sweet hummus on my show, guys. Unless I have an overwhelming request for sweet hummus on my show, I'm not gonna do it. Is that okay? I hope that's okay. So anyway, with that, I just wanted to say happy Halloween to all of those that are celebrating, going to your parties. I hope I provided you with some good information. And please do sweet hummus, Freddie. This is hilarious. I got like 2 guys telling me they want sweet hummus here. I'll try to look for a recipe, okay guys? I'm gonna research. I don't wanna share anything yucky with you guys. That is my promise. I won't share yucky food. I can't believe we've been here for 20, sounds fine, don't go out of your way for it. Okay, how about baba ganoush? Baba ganoush, that's not sweet, but it's really tasty. I think that's down the pike for you guys. So I just wanted to say thank you for your time. Happy Halloween. I'll leave this video up to be archived for those that haven't been able to hang out with me live. I appreciate all of you that are hanging out with me live right now. And I will see you guys soon. I'll see you next week with a new recipe, okay? And I'll keep you posted on things as I get it. On Facebook. Facebook is a place where I definitely post the latest recipes. Hope you and the kids have a lovely, safe holiday. Talk soon. Yes, we'll talk soon for sure. I've got exciting news too. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you soon. I don't even know how to shut this down properly. Let's shut this down. Finish. Yes. Okay. Take care. Bye.